Paki-subscribe sa video ko at i-like para hindi kita durugin sa laro. Oo, magsusubscribe kami!
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Mr. Clutch out there with Tyrese Halliburton, and it's Mathurin in at the 3 spot. For the Pistons, inside for him, it's Harris and Durham. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr., and it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over.
Bago magsimula ang laro, paki-subscribe sa aking YouTube channel, Follow Hoops Gaming, at bigyan ito ng like. Kung hindi, dudurugin kita sa laro.
Run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Now, here is Halliburton. Here's Mr. Clutch. Gets to the corner and buries it. Mr. Clutch has got the first points up on the board here for the Pacers. Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. Outside Hardaway. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Coming into this, having matched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked
Harris. Siakam pulls it in. And there's the pass to Mr. Clutch. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff for a minute. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Here is Cunningham, following the score by Tyrese Halliburton. Cunningham kicks to Harris. Unloads. They get it again.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the court.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Indiana moving the ball around. From deep. It's Cunningham with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 0-4, missing their first 4 field goals. Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it. But it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Silky smooth with that jumper. Hardaway Jr.'s mechanics are what make him so deadly.
Down low, here's Mr. Clutch. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. That's now 8 points for Mr. Clutch.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
It's Duran, top of the key. Kicks it to Hardaway. Takes a three. The Pacers pull it in. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Now, here's Cunningham. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and his facilitating was also extremely impressive. He was outsmarting the defense and easily connecting with ready shooters. He led him with the pass there, almost like quarterback timing the room. That was impressive.
Oh, a fantastic combo guard. Halliburton understands really how to score as well as distribute the rock.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg.
Subscribe sa video ko at i-like para hindi kita durugin sa laro. Magsusubscribe kami!
So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
During the pass to Fontecchio. Cunningham looking it over. Hardaway with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Hardaway's got 7 points.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession. Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Cunningham on the wing. Harris trying to get free. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
Inside, here's Mr. Clutch, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now here is Harris. Hasn't made one yet. Goes back up. Cunningham's shot is off.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Pistons trailed by 5. Here's Hardaway. No good with the layup.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Siakam passes to Mr. Clutch. Turner with it. Defended by Duran. And he comes up with the deuce.
Putting on the hard hat there. Give Turner credit for staying locked in on capitalizing no matter what.
Cunningham against Halliburton. Pass to Fontecchio. Hardaway from outside. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They lead by 7. Shots made by Siakam.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Hardaway passes to Cunningham. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Detroit's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. Outside Hardaway. Good on the triple. Hardaway's got 10 points in the game.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Now Cunningham. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
It comes in for Duran, and it's Beasley in for Fontecchio. Then for the Pacers, Toppin, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nemhard subbed in for Halliburton.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Cunningham from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Neesmith.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they've built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
And so it's Detroit with the ball, following the score by Indiana.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Siakam passes to Nemhard. Indiana moving the ball around. Siakam, that's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pistons trailed by 13. Cunningham outside. Here's Beasley. That one's off, still out of sync.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Cunningham outside. Hardaway up top. Neesmith covering. They grab their own miss. Hardaway, no good. Here's Indiana. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Mr. Clutch. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
They didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
And the Pistons making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Beasley with a clean look. That three off the mark. Indiana leading by 17. To the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's touched by Beasley. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Detroit, they're still riding with the middle of the pack, but trending upward.
And right now for the Pacers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
And here's Cunningham. Harris looking it over. They need this one. Nobody near Schroeder. Detroit, no good that time either.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And they've had assists now in their last three baskets.
1:43 left in the first quarter of the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harris inside. Toppin covering. Harris's shot is off. Pacers leading by 21. The shot by Nemhard, no good.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the middle. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Cunningham with it. There's 38 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Misses the three. Indiana's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. It's Nembhard on the wing. Pass to Nesmith. There's Mr. Clutch. Fires from way outside. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Cunningham dishes it to Beasley. With 2 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. And so it's Indiana ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
We've got Fontecchio. Jalen Duren is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Malik Beasley. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Cavaliers was all business. He scored an amazing number of points and a triple-double for all that effort. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Drills the three-pointer. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Halliburton against Schroeder. And it's good, 2 points.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
The pass to Mr. Clutch. To the inside. Here's Turner. Great defense that time from Duren.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Off target from three-point range.
Well, his lack of offensive contribution has definitely been felt tonight. They could have used way more from him.
Mr. Clutch gets the bucket.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Well, Greg, we saw in the 2024 regular season that these Pacers actually led the NBA in assists.
Averaging over 30 assists a game. Now that's ball movement. These Pacers really trust one another and love to share the load offensively.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. No good from Beasley. Indiana's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers another 3.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Beasley kicks to Stewart. There's the lob to Duren. No good that time. Nice D from Mr. Clutch. Mathurin passes to Mr. Clutch. And the Pacers another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Duran. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks.
Tries a three. They get it back. And, well, Detroit shooting 32% overall right now. Not one of their better showings. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
It's good.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Cunningham. Walker with some nice D. And here's Indiana. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Kept alive. And finished off by Siakam.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
Cunningham for three. And the three ball is good. Cunningham's got 9 points in the quarter.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And now you see him starting to really work the ball inside.
Dennis Schroeder's check in for Marcus Sasser. The Pacers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin. And they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008. And with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Mr. Clutch has got 48.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Looking to end the run. Harris trying to get free. Detroit keeping it alive. A new 14. Schroeder got a hand on it. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Stewart's checked in for the Pistons.
For your Pistons, Isaiah Stewart.
There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Here's Schroeder. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Connects again.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Schroeder passes to Stewart. Now Cunningham. Beasley outside. Detroit, no good that time either. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. For the 3. Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Schroeder outside from deep three-point territory. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Indiana with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. Mr. Clutch out there with Halliburton, and it's Mathurin in at the 3. Cunningham passes to Duran. He kicks it to Hardaway. Back to Duran. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Mr. Clutch. Non-stop scoring machine here. Turner passes to Mr. Clutch. And good, he hits it again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Fontecchio passes to Cunningham. Back to Fontecchio. Hardaway for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hardaway's got 16.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Pistons foul. Duran. Second personal foul.
Pacers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
Here we are, Stan, seeing more and more great international players in the NBA, and you've had a chance to coach some of the good ones as well.
Well, yeah, look, Kevin, you're right about the league now. We see every year, it seems like, the MVP is an international player. I had Hito Turkoglu was a big part of what we did in Orlando. Was the most improved player in the league one year and a key part of our team. We made it to the final. 6'10", highly skilled, very versatile guy. There are great players coming from everywhere in the world.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Outside Hardaway. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Mr. Clutch. 3-pointer on the way. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive defense you always want to see on the interior.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves. Siakam showing great versatility on the offensive end.
And the pass to Duran. Pass to Fontecchio. Sinks the 3-pointer. Fontecchio's got 7 points.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Mr. Clutch, guarded by Hardaway. Four on the shot clock. Back to Halliburton. Lets it go with a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the night.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite-level offensive player.
Cunningham for 3. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Passes it to Siakam. Got it. Good job in the low post. Siakam's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Pass to Harris. Over Siakam. A nice shot by Harris.
And really, over the years, Harris has worked so hard on that jumper. Now, reaping the rewards of all his labor.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And when you take a look at Jalen Duran, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Cunningham against Halliburton. Harris up top. The Pistons working the ball around now. They get the rebound. Duran, no good. Indiana's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Siakam. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Turner. And it's Mathurin with the rebound.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 15. Harris finds Cunningham. To the right side. Here's Fontecchio. And he stays with it. Over Mathurin. And Mr. Clutch pulls it down. Mr. Clutch has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And another one full. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Jalen Duran. Malik Beasley comes in for Harris. Marcus Sasser's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cunningham. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Sasser. Pistons keep it alive. Stewart misses. The Pacers shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Trying his luck from deep. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And it's Schroeder missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now Beasley, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. It's Beasley on the wing. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Toppin passes to Mr. Clutch. Beyond the arc. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Detroit with the ball. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And it's Schroeder missing. Indiana's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Here's Mr. Clutch. The Pacers getting another chance here. Kicks it to Toppin. To the paint. Cuts off the pass. Sasser with it. Now guarded by Mr. Clutch. Takes it from 10. Sasser gets the bucket. Sasser's got his first points of the night.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Here's Matherin, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Oh, emphatic. And good to see Matherin getting aggressive and finishing there with some force.
Stewart down low. Jackson on him. Misses from short range. Throws it up high. Lays it in off a pretty alley-oop.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Sasser with it. No good on the three. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Schroeder. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Jackson. Banked in off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Schroeder outside. Here's Beasley, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Isaiah Jackson.
All the officials are all over that one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Indiana?
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're with down there.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that 3-ball for these guys.
Free throw, good, Beasley. Dan, I've always admired you come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game, and so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball, and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific story.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
It's blocked, and he recovers it. Schroeder. Here's Nemhard. He's covered by Sasser. And another one.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. Schroeder passes to Stewart. Pass to Sasser. Here's Schroeder. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
Yeah, and they're fighting to get back in this one, but unfortunately, he just keeps coming up empty.
Shoots a 3. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets will drive me nuts.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, able to put on a show for the ages. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies on their bodies.
Entirely new group now out there. The Pacers also changing it up. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Benedict Matherin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. And it's Mr. Clutch in for Andrew Nemhard. Inside for him, it's Harrison Durham. Cade Cunningham out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Beasley in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. McConnell kicks to Walker. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound by the Pistons. The second effort. And got it! Another basket!
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Cunningham passes to Beasley. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And here's Cunningham. The pass to Duran. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duran had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duran knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor. Well, a lottery pick back in 2022, Jalen Duran brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
Stewart's checked in for Detroit. Marcus Sasser comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Toppin Heath's checked in for the Pacers. Detroit's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Fires the three. Cans it from downtown.
Well, the defense, he's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Passes it to Walker. Here's Mr. Clutch. Indiana moving it around. Puts up a three. He got it again. Sensational. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Cunningham passes to Duran. Fires for three. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
To the middle, here's Mr. Clutch. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. With the drive, yep, it counts. 17 points for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
McConnell's scanning the floor. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. Do you think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin, and there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
Here's Mr. Clutch. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Detroit's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Here's Sasser. Offensive rebound. Duran misses the baby hook.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. He tries for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Kicks it out to Beasley. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. The Pacers shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Lets the 3 fly. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
There's the pass to Duran. He dishes it to Beasley. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Indiana's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Mr. Clutch.
Well, his triple-double stat line is evidence of his impact on this game. He was affecting play at all times.
From beyond the arc, another one goes. Incredible.
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. GA, I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now. Sasser finds Cunningham. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To end the cold streak, and Mr. Clutch pulls it down. That's good.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any